This is the story of SSSR, spaceship Soyuz 11. On the 6th of June, 1971, a Soyuz rocket was launched from Baikonur in the USSR to the first space station, Salyut 1. This was the first manned mission to a space station. The Soyuz 11 crew spent 23 days aboard Salyut 1, a groundbreaking achievement, despite technical malfunctions, a small fire, and extreme exhaustion. This is the last communication with the spacecraft.
Mission Control, this is Soyuz 11, reporting a successful deorbit burn.
Soyuz 11, this is Mission Control. Separation sequence confirmed.
Copy that. Farewell, Salyut.
Soyuz 11, this is Mission Control. Please confirm separation. Do you copy? Soyuz 11, please respond.
Sadly, the Soyuz 11 spaceship never answered again. After docking successfully with Salyut 1 on June 7, 1971, the crew of Soyuz 11 made history. They were the first humans to board and live inside an orbital space station. Georgy Dobrovolsky, Viktor Patsayev, and Vladislav Volkov, 3 cosmonauts, each with different expertise, now had one shared goal: prove that long-duration life in space was possible. Inside Salyut, the crew carried out biomedical experiments, Earth observations, and technical diagnostics. They even broadcasted a live television segment, a proud moment for the Soviet space program. But behind the polished reports, the mission wasn't flawless. The station had problems. An air filter overheated, triggering a minor fire. Electrical circuits overloaded multiple times. And cabin temperatures were sometimes difficult to control. Despite the issues, the crew adapted, improvised, and persisted. By day 23, they were physically drained, but still operational. It was time to return home. June 29th, just after midnight, Soyuz 11 undocked from Salyut 1 and began its return journey to Earth. The spacecraft had 3 modules: the orbital module, the descent module, and the service module. As it descended into denser parts of the atmosphere, 2 of those modules detached, leaving only the descent module with the 3 cosmonauts inside. That final separation was automated. Normally, this phase lasts just a few seconds. Telemetry was steady. The descent angle looked good. No warning signs. Ground crews tracked the capsule as it re-entered Earth's atmosphere. It landed exactly where expected. In the Kazakh steppe, rescue teams arrived quickly. From the outside, everything looked normal. The parachute was deployed. The capsule showed no sign of fire, damage, or depressurization. But when the hatch was opened, what they found stunned them. All 3 cosmonauts were dead, still strapped into their seats. No trauma, no blood, no signs of distress. Just silence. The silence of space, brought back to Earth. At first, no one had any answers. How could 3 men die in a seemingly perfect landing? There were no flames, no crash, no explosion, just death. Autopsies revealed the cause: asphyxiation. The crew had died due to oxygen deprivation, a complete loss of cabin pressure. But how? The descent module was designed to remain sealed during re-entry, and Soyuz 11 wasn't equipped with pressure suits. They had removed them to fit 3 men into a capsule designed for 2. That meant any breach in the cabin would leave them defenseless. Investigators began dissecting the capsule piece by piece. Telemetry logs showed a small pressure drop, just seconds after module separation. But it dropped fast, too fast. Eventually, attention turned to a critical component: a pressure equalization valve mounted between the descent module and the service module. This valve was designed to automatically open after landing, allowing fresh air into the cabin. A malfunctioning valve could mean a death trap. The previous mission commander, Alexei Leonov, advised the crew to close the valve manually as he didn't trust it. Evidence showed the valve opened early, immediately after the explosive bolts separated the modules. At that altitude, the valve was a direct hole to space. The cabin lost pressure almost instantly. The alarm started only after the horrible accident, which gave the crew little to no chance to react in time. The crew had no suits to protect them, and very little time to act. At 22:35, the crew of Soyuz 11 fired the deorbit engine. the beginning of their return to Earth. 9 minutes later, at 169 kilometers above ground, the separation sequence was initiated. Then, a sudden explosion. A sharp bang echoed through the descent module. Alarms blared. Cabin pressure plummeted. Dobrovolsky grabbed the checklist, frantically searching for an emergency solution. Patsayev remembered Leonov's warning, the valve. He lunged beneath his seat, reaching for the manual override, but it was too far, too fast. The pressure loss was catastrophic. Oxygen escaped in seconds. One by one, they began to lose consciousness. By 40 seconds, all three were unconscious. By 1 minute, they were gone. Soyuz 11 continued its descent on autopilot, carrying 3 heroes who would never return home. Soyuz 11 remains the only officially recorded case in history where humans died in space, beyond the protective layers of Earth's atmosphere. In response, the Soviet space program made sweeping changes. From that moment on, all cosmonauts were required to wear pressure suits during launch, docking, and re-entry, no exceptions. And until new designs allowed suits for all, the re-entry crew was reduced from 3 to 2. What happened aboard Soyuz 11 wasn't the result of a massive system failure, but a small valve, and a fatal moment. 3 men made history. First, as the crew of the first long-duration mission aboard the world's first space station, and then, as the first humans to die in space. Or were they? In the early 1960s, 2 Italian amateur radio operators, the Giudica Cordiglia brothers, claimed to have intercepted chilling signals from a Soviet cosmonaut calling for help. No name, no confirmation, no official record. But if true, Soyuz 11 may not have been the first space tragedy, only the first acknowledged.